What's up, Ninja Online, guys? Welcome back to Nioh. I believe this is chapter 133. I remembered a little bit ago, but the game keeps crashing at this part when I go to do the boss fight up ahead. I'm going to explain everything in a second here. But yeah, the game keeps crashing at this part coming up. It's not immediately. The first time it happened, it was like, I don't know, X amount of attempts in, and then the second time, same thing. So, like I said, I'm going to keep this short and concise because out of not fear, but out of optimization, for lack of a better word, that this crashes again. I don't want to have to redo the intro every single fucking time, so I'm going to record this as a separate segment. In that box there's 3 items, medicine, and 2 other usable items. I've died, so I've lost Amarita, but I haven't done anything besides that. The only other thing I've done is I've reset, or rather redid my loadout. So right now I have Steel Talisman, I have Paralysis, Shurikens, Makabishi Balls, and yeah. But anyways, I'll be right back. Alright, so I did that. So the other thing I forgot to mention is that this cutscene lags. So I probably should have incorporated this cutscene. So I'll have to make another splice, but that's fine. So this is the part it usually crashes at, not immediately, but after, when I'm running back and forth doing attempts and I'm waiting for this loading screen, which is the longest loading screen in the game, by the way, for no good reason. It's usually where it crashes, and this is glitched out every single time, by the way.
Chacha-sama, なぜ人の道を外れられた?
人の道などじきにわらわの夢が叶うのじゃぞ。
あなた様の夢は断じてかようなものではなかった。お主、何者だ?
I should have mentioned prior, this upcoming boss fight is hell. It is literally hell. It's probably one of the worst boss fights I've ever done in this game. So I'm gonna probably not commentate at all. I'm just gonna be 100% focused. Try my best to be anyways.
Este castillo ya es historia.
Alright. Let's see how this first attempt goes. That sucks. That was a good first attempt, though. You can see the struggle with that. Now, I used a lot of throwables there, so it was hard to tell, but it's just a hard fight overall because foxes are one of the enemies I have the most trouble fighting, and I have a hard time trying to enter her range and get melee attacks off. So the Makabishi balls worked as I suspected, but not well enough. I could pretty much just opt for more throwables at this point. Power Pill might not be a bad idea, actually. I'm actually gonna stop the recording here. Spirit. Alright. It's kind of important that I do reclaim my my grave here, because I want to continue the process of the fuck, what's it called? Continue the process of my living weapon. And what I mean by that is keeping the built up progress for it. A button didn't want to do anything. This attack isn't really hard to dodge, it's just annoying because if you get caught by one of them, you're pretty much dead. And fun thing to note is if I hit her with the didn't see that one coming actually. If I hit her with the weaken talisman while she's in her other phase, it actually doesn't do anything. It depletes automatically. I missed the first one, which is shitty because I didn't realize I missed it. It's important I play that intelligently and stay away from her. Also, I'm trying to be extremely careful here, so I'm only throwing them slow. This attack early I should be here for. Until she does that. My A button's being really fucking finicky right now, so I gotta be careful. If I could get poison on her, that would be cool. Nice. She actually takes a fair amount of poison damage. I don't know if this is gonna work, but thank God. I made that look mediocre. That was one of the hardest fights I've done in a while. That shit was stupid. Like before that, I would say it took me probably about an hour of gameplay to get that far in strategy, learning her attack patterns and what works and what doesn't work and everything else. That is such a hard fight. But it's mainly because I'm not really good at fighting foxes. But like I said, I do feel like she's one of the tougher boxes. She's definitely...
私は母を討った秀吉に嫁いだ。戦なき世の夢を託した我が子を失い、邪法に頼って秀頼を作った。秀吉が死んだ後、家臣は去っていった。ただ一人、私をいさめた信繁も。戦乱の炎は何もかも奪っていった。この子と共に戦乱を終わらせる。すべてが私が見てきた炎に包まれるのだ。
It's sad, and you do have to feel bad for her. I was gonna say she's definitely top 10 hardest bosses in this game. I would say definitely top 5, maybe even top 3.
何をしておったのじゃ。
There goes the audio glitches again. I'm sorry about that, guys. Nothing I can do with that.
チャチャ様の誠の夢、戦なき世となりましょう。
Now, before I continue on, it's kind of unclear, but that guy, Sanada Yukamura, by the way, I remember his name now. He's actually Sanada Nobashige, which is the one that she was talking about, who was like the only one who looked out for her and stuff. It's actually the same person. That's why that guy is so dedicated to her, because he never actually stopped caring, and that was the whole point of that. Possessed by Ninetales via Spirit Division. I think that's it. I'm hoping so. If I have to fight Maria, that's gonna suck. Fox Spirit's Tail. I was just so happy to finally get that. There was an attempt before where I got super close like that, where I had about 1/3 health left on the on Ninetales, and I went in with my living weapon, except she got the better of me and she just absolutely decimated me.
More will come to this country in search of Amrita. Perhaps even another Spanish ninja.
されば
I fucking knew he was gonna pull out a cat. I fucking love Hanzo.
間もなく日が暮れる。参ろう。
Literally my favorite character. Don't even fight me on that. He is the best character in this game. Hanzo till the end.
江戸幕府は元王を元那と改め天下の平定を宣告。ここに戦乱の世は終わりを告げた。
Nioh, Bloodshed's End. There may or may not be a like side mission left. I'm not doing any of the 2-for-1s, the 2-for-1 boss fights. But if there's a side mission left, that's, you know, a decent mission. Well, not I shouldn't say that. If there's a side mission left that's not a 2-for-1 boss fight, then we will do that. I want to go over the last bit of stuff that's in the Amulet of Memories. I want to give you a quick recap of what I think are the hardest bosses in this game off top, and then I think that's pretty much it. With outsiders continuing to cause problems and the possibility of this country retreating into isolating rising, I headed for Hirado Island in Nagasaki so that Hanzo and I could continue to protect the country from the shadows. Got another Fox Spirit's Tail, Spear, Samurai Locks, Anima Stone. Don't know what that is. I don't think that really gets me anywhere, no. Yeah, I'm gonna have a shit ton to do here, but let us, actually, I do want to check out that, Guardian Spirit real quick. Because I never really actually sat and looked at the last of them. I did look at Nikomata. Blue Dragon, Enku. Nioh Ryon. Genomicho. Prevents death as long as you're not in a critical condition. For 60% if I had it up to level 32. Jesus. What's that other one? Prevents death as long as you're not in critical for another 10%. Wow. Spirit protection, nullify elemental damage. Yeah, any damage she took elementally, except for poison, was just nullified pretty much. Divine ethereal item drop rate, auto recovery, enemy confused, fire damage, lower enemy damage scorched. It's not bad. I still love Tenjin Kujaku. It's definitely my favorite. Saoirse's my backup. But... Alright, so let's jump into the blacksmith here. I did collect some forging texts. I don't really know what to say about it. Pretty much anything I collected, not all of these are new by the way, but everything I collected was in that last fight. The last mission, sorry. Because there was a gauntlet where you have to fight like 4 of Sonata's Brave. Dissemble. And I definitely have a lot of like shit in my inventory. I have a rough estimate of when I started recording this fuck, what do you call it? Recording these videos. session. That's the word I'm looking for. Just because I didn't know if it was gonna crash again, if I was gonna lose stuff. It's pretty much what happened before. Is I played for the better part of, like, the first time it crashed, it was probably about 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes. Nothing super crazy. And then the second time it crashed, it was definitely like half hour, 45 minutes. So it was kind of just getting provoking at that point, right? Because you put in all this effort and... Demon's Horn, right on. Put in all this effort and the game's just like, it's like... Out of all that, by the way, I still don't think I have a full set of obsidian armor that I can reforge appearances. I could be wrong. Not that I really have much to sell here, but... A lot of accessories too, none of which I really want. A quick scan there. Pretty much you just want anything with a good defensive multiplier. Plus the ones I have on right now actually are pretty good. Like I get the ninjutsu damage life drain. I have received damage from attacks, which are criticals. Help, you know, me not get fucking critted and killed. Change of defense. I got recurrent damage from poison, which is why I was using a poison build for the last little bit there. Status ailment, augmentation, paralysis, which wasn't really prevalent anymore. Living weapon duration, which is nice. Ammo to earn from yokai, blah, blah, blah. We'll go through all of that when I'm finally done making videos. I'm pretty much done with like all the core content. I just want to finish up whatever missions we have left. This is really awkward without the music. So I might just restart the game after all of this. Because I have a feeling the game's going to crash. It's just being weird is all. Which is funny because this, putting together this session and then editing it all to 2 episodes is going to be not horrendous, but it's going to be funny because it's going to be so many different segments of videos. That was everything. So I'm going to save here and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Everything seems to be, we'll say normal for lack of a better word. So I think I did all the menuing there. What do we have left? Everlasting Duty, the Grand Tournament, doesn't sound appealing. The Master Ninja, Fair for the Afterlife. This is mere hearsay, but apparently a tournament is to be held consisting of 100 entrants, made up of people and yokai alike. How on earth anybody was able to gather the yokai for such an endeavor, I know not. Whatever the case may be, they are seeking participants and plan on rewarding the victor handsomely. It sounds like the perfect opportunity to test your abilities. Well, do you dare enter? First of all, those rewards look like shit. Secondly, I mean, this doesn't sound too bad if it's one-on-one fight constantly. Although 100 is a hell of a lot. If at any point it gives me a 2-on-1, then I'm not going to do this. Like, I'll play it out, and if I die, then I'll just sacrifice it. Now, if it's going to be a fucking Royal Rumble, we're going to have a problem. That's going to hit me. Damn. These guys are weak sauce, which kind of concerns me a little bit here. But I guess they just brought out the bigger boys. I gotta be careful with this guy with the Odachi. I don't want to get caught with some stupid shit. I'm looking for elixir drops, but I haven't seen any. This has me mad worried, I'm not gonna lie. I should have used the shuriken on that, but that's fine.